A former street soldier turned military vet is forced back into a life of crime to save his kidnapped son from certain death. Go watch Where Loyalty Lies, starring Jamal Dennis and me, Sam Ant, CEO of Viral Hip Hop News. Where Loyalty Lies, an Abden Brothers film, available now on Tubi. Watch today. Want a live interview with Viral Hip Hop News? Email me, Sam Ant, at dlsmediainc1@gmail.com. Let's go.
And look, we're going to talk about young Dolph. His trial is now underway. There's been some crazy allegations, not even allegations now. This dude is testifying. One of the shooters is testifying that Yo Gotti's brother, Big Juke, promised to pay him for the murder of young Dolph. Now, he's saying that, right, through sworn testimony, that he was promised $40,000 but only got $800. Now, Big Juke was recently gunned down, if I'm not mistaken, out in Memphis. I'm not sure if it's related. Probably is. Who knows? But it's a lot of dirty shit going on. But let's be honest, man. Ever since young Dolph died, saying, man, it's been a lot of people talking. And a lot of people that talk in the comment section, maybe from Memphis, who knows? But people were trying to say, yo, it had to be Gotti. They was in the streets, you know, and this person, this person, this person, this person. Now, I'm not saying Gotti, but Gotti's brother, Big Juke. Do you even believe this? And what's your thoughts on it?
Sad. It's sad. But let's get into the politics real quick, right? Before we get into the reality. We don't know the street politics involved out there, and obviously we don't know Memphis politics, so to be sensitive to that. This is fucked up.
Yeah,
you think about who we've lost in the last 5 years. You got Dolph, you got Takeoff. We just lost Rich Homie Quan.
Yeah,
we lost PD what would you just
PNB
say?
Rock.
PNB Rock. And that's just the ones I can name off the top of my head. Either drugs or nonsense and ridiculous violence. For what?
Yeah.
For what? Now, yeah, they might have had beef. And like I said, that's why I said we don't understand the politics of what was going on. But when we see the video that was released and this man's going to grab some cookies in his neighborhood, not realizing, you know what I mean? He's food, but he's thinking he's straight. Like you said, it's no different than us going to our local store, a store that we've been to our whole lives. And you get gunned down and then you go, why? And it all over some street beef, and now the brother that laid the hit out is no longer here. It's like, for what?
Yeah.
Why do we willingly just exterminate one another? And we know better, but we still out here. You got a young Dolph who was making money. You got a Yo Gotti who's out here making money. Y'all are good. Why y'all gotta allegedly result and stoop to that? It's just, it's fucking sad. I know it sounds cliche, I know it's corny, but that's the only emotion I have right now. That's goddamn.
Right.
You put a hit out on this man's life, and now you no longer here, probably in retaliation. We seen, unfortunately, that black youngster, his brother passed away.
Yeah.
That situation was taken care. It's just like,
I think it's all like somehow connected, like groups and stuff. But unfortunately, man, this kind of goes along with that street life, the hustling, the drugs, the gang beef, the wars. This is like a part of it. The jail, the shooting, the putting the hits out on people. This is it's like one of those, mob movies. There's all type of like this shit happening. People putting hits on people killing people doing people wrong over drugs, money. And of course, we don't agree with it. We think it's senseless. But when people are in that lifestyle, those are the streams they're going to go to for whatever reason. I mean, I don't know if this to be true, but maybe, it was a retaliation to something that Dolph may have did, or, I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to say none of these dudes are just innocent. Even though he looked innocent getting his cookies, I don't know what type of shit Dolph was in.
Prior to that.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. None of us really kind of know that or whatever. And a lot of times people, you do some dirt and, now you good and you leave it alone, but that dirt come back to get you. Because it's like people don't, thinking about it. You driving around, like everybody knows your camouflage car. You got Makiba's cookies. Like somebody done seen you. Somebody probably put a call in. And that quick, little Dolph in town. Boom, boom, yo. I give you 50 to knock. Boom, all right, shit, fuck it. Boom, boom. Yeah, that's how quick it can happen. Mm-hmm. Just like if we're in our neighborhood or you out there listening in your neighborhood and you're from that spot and somebody You know, you have beef and people see you come up now. Now you're driving around town in Ferraris and Lambos and gold chains and shit. It's going to breed a little bit of envy and jealous by somebody who don't like you. And if somebody's willing to pay somebody to take you out, that's easy. That's easy work. And it's sad. I mean, it's sad. I'm not saying I agree with it. It's sad as hell. But in your opinion, what is this? How does this make Yo Gotti look in this situation? He's not being brought up in any charge or anything. It's his brother. It's not him. But, I mean, I can't help to think that people are going to think he's connected to it.
Yeah, it's hard not to.
You know what I mean?
It's almost
because he was beefing with Dolph.
It's almost impossible not to.
Right.
When you think about the beef, it's not between Dolph and Yo Gotti's brother. I mean, you knew about Black Youngster and Young Dolph. They've gotten it back and forth. But why even was that something? It was because of Yo Gotti and Young Dolph. So you can't help but to think it is intertwined. It was intertwined the second that we found out that Dolph got murdered, and then they had police presence around Yo Gotti's restaurant or club or things like that.
Yeah.
We was already thinking about it then. It was already around then.
Wow.
And then only to see the news that it was in fact prosecutors are stating that it may have been his brother that put a hit. It just it's something in the pit of your stomach. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, not going to put anything on him, but it's hard not to think that he's involved in some way, some form, shape, or fashion. And from the outside, it looks like that man is living his life. You know what I mean? Like I said, he's getting money, beautiful woman, probably got great kids, out here just living his life. One asked the question, why in the hell do these things still need to apply in your life when you worked so hard to get the hell out of there? And like you said, and you made a great point. And like I said, we don't know the politics of what's going on down in Memphis. And we don't know the ins and outs on Dolph and Yo Gotti's real history of their beef and why it is what it is, and why whoever felt justified to do that. But from the outside looking in, as black men watching this shit go down, it's sad, dog.
Yeah, it's because, I mean, we heard, like, this has been years ago. They was probably beefing in 2015, 2016. And, you know, he dies, and then, you know, and then you see that Big Juke, and then, like, this kind of information you kind of thought would come out in the Nipsey case, because everybody was trying to point at Big U, and they were saying maybe Big U did this, but now you hear it come out in the Gotti case, the Dolph case, like, yo, these dudes was paid, allegedly, to take this dude out. That's wild, bro. This is like some shit off a movie.
It is. And I'm not saying any of this is true. It's just something that goes on in my head. What if it was Gotti, but they got his brother as the fall guy now because he knows, unfortunately, he's no longer here and nothing can really happen from it.
And even Gotti, like, it's like, I don't know Memphis. You know, we don't know Memphis. Far from it. Never even been there. Nowhere near there.
Yeah.
But who knows what he was doing? And it's like, who knows that ain't blood money? I mean, all that shit that, you know, he talks about in his songs, you know, flipping, and he got music money and all that. But I feel like a lot of these dudes have tentacles in the streets, and they never sever those tentacles in the streets because you grow up with these dudes.
Yeah.
And they still living in Memphis. And even though you might, you know, shoot them a 10, 20, 30, $50,000 or whatever, give them a car and shit, niggas is putting that shit in the crack. Dope. Flipping the shit, you know what I mean? And still up in the streets, running around with guns and all that. They always say money makes you more who you are. If you a drug dealing up, you know what I mean? Somebody give you 20, 30K, you buying some bricks, flipping it and getting right back in. You know what I mean? Everybody's not going to make that transition and be a businessman. Or like Gotti looked like he done. Yeah. But I'm sure he still got ties into the streets because those people that he grew up with, and they're going to show loyalty. Smart, maybe, maybe not. Jay-Z still got connections, I'm sure. Everybody does.
And that's sad because those type of people still sleep with one eye open. And why?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You done got to a place in your life where you live in one of the baddest houses. Like I said, you got beautiful women. You ain't got to worry about your electric bill, your phone bill, your cable bill. Like, you straight.
Right.
You should be able to sleep at night, dog. Like, your groceries is hiding the motherfucker. You ain't got to worry about that. You should be able to sleep at night. But because you still, like you said, have not severed them tentacles, that's that peace and that threat and that PTSD is still within you because, you know, your soul ain't living right still. And it's sad. Bro.
And then now think about it. I'm sure Dolph got mad family. When you from somewhere, you got mad family. So they hearing this shit now. Who's to say that they not, you know, anteing up now? It's like, all right, shit, damn, like it's official now. We got to go. I mean, who knows? Like,
Dolph
I
was
ain't
loved out there. That's one thing we do know. He was loved out there.
Oh, yeah.
He got people.
Yeah. Lots.
That's what I'm saying.
So man, again, maybe somebody from Memphis can kind of help us. Because it seemed like a lot of them guys was together. I know, like in Memphis, like I think it's north and south. I think I don't know about the other parts or not, but I know it's a kind of like a little. It's like anywhere else, North, South Jersey. It's like
locations.
Yeah, it's different. It's differences and shit. I know that about Memphis, and there's probably other areas too. But I think one area, and people correct me if I'm wrong, feel like they're a little more tougher than the other area, and it might be if you're from North Memphis, you feel like you're a little tougher than if you're from South Memphis. So I don't know if that has anything to do. They might
Probably
both be
both
from
tough
North
as
Memphis.
fucking nails, and they just trying to prove something.
Yeah, you know how I go.
I do.
You know, you niggas from South Jersey, so you ain't this.
Yeah.
Are you from here? You ain't from, New York. You in New Jersey. You country. It's just, come on, man. It's stupid. It's silly.
It is. We're gonna find out more now that the case
Yeah,
is
yeah,
going
for
on.
sure.
Hopefully, this the last time we hear anything about Yo Gotti's anything. But we'll find out.
Yeah, definitely, man. But yeah, definitely appreciate.